Today, billionaire businessman Ruben Vardanyan formally took up the post of Karabakh state minister, roughly equivalent to prime minister. Vardanyan accepted an offer for the position from Karabakh president Pashinyan last month, putting an end to weeks of swirling speculation over Vardanyan's political future. A decree issued today by Pashinyan gives Vardanyan significantly expanded powers, granting him oversight of Karabakh's foreign policy, economic policy, judicial system, and educational system, among others. Vardanyan's predecessor as state minister, Artak Beglaryan, played a much more limited role in Karabakh's government. Vardanyan, an investment banker who was born and raised in Armenia and made his fortune in Russia, drew widespread attention in September when he announced he was renouncing his Russian citizenship and moving permanently to Karabakh. He said at the time he was not seeking a government position there. Meanwhile, in Yerevan, Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan met today with Marek Shigel, the head of the European Union monitoring mission stationed on the Armenian side of the border with Azerbaijan. Mirzoyan and Shigel examined the scope of the EU's mission and discussed ways to strengthen cooperation between Armenian government officials and the EU's border monitors, according to a readout of the talks from Armenia's foreign ministry. Brussels decided last month to deploy a 40-member civilian monitoring mission to the Armenia side of the Azerbaijan border for a maximum of 2 months, following high-level talks in Prague between Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev. Azerbaijan reportedly rejected the prospect of EU monitors being stationed on its side of the border. Brussels' decision to deploy a mission to Armenia has prompted anger in both Moscow and Tehran, which have accused the EU of seeking to interfere and meddle in the region. In other border news, Armenian and Azerbaijani Deputy Prime Ministers Meher Grigoryan and Shahin Mustafayev met yesterday in Brussels to hold a third round of talks on delimiting their two countries' borders. Grigoryan and Mustafayev chair a joint Armenian-Azerbaijani Border Delimitation Commission that was officially formed in May, but so far has nothing to show in terms of concrete results. According to a press release from Armenia's foreign ministry, Armenian and Azerbaijani negotiators in Brussels continued discussions on border delimitation efforts and agreed to, quote, accelerate negotiations. The date and location for the Border Commission's fourth meeting has been set, the foreign ministry added, without providing further details. The border between Armenia and Azerbaijan remains undelimited and undemarcated, as it was once an internal Soviet boundary, and so officially defining it was not an issue of concern to the authorities at the time. Delimitation refers to the process by which a border is legally defined, while demarcation involves physically marking a border, such as by building a fence or a wall. Pashinyan's administration says it expects to sign a border delimitation deal with Azerbaijan, as well as a separate peace treaty, by the end of the year. Back in Yerevan, a recount of votes for the governing board of Armenia's ruling Civil Contract Party confirmed today that two influential Pashinyan allies failed to get enough support to be elected. The two officials are Haik Konjaryan, the head of Civil Contracts faction in parliament, and Hambartsum Matevosyan, one of Armenia's two deputy prime ministers. Over 1,000 party delegates convened over the weekend to elect 15 members to the party's board. The initial vote results were quickly challenged by a number of delegates and candidates who claimed the process was rigged in order to secure positions for Pashinyan's top political allies. After a recount today, it was confirmed that neither Konjaryan nor Matevosyan gained enough support to be elected. Minister of Emergency Situations Armen Pambukhyan and lawmaker and former health minister Arsen Torosyan will take the seats on the board that had been initially given to Konjaryan and Matevosyan. Other board members include Pashinyan himself, Defense Minister Suren Papikyan, and Ruben Vardanyan, Armenia's special envoy for normalization talks with Turkey.